Hi everyone, welcome to my new BookTube channel, Lauren Does Books. I'm Lauren and thank you so much for clicking on my very first YouTube video. I'm so happy to have you here and I hope you stick around until the end and I hope you enjoy it. So yeah, like I said, I'm Lauren. I've been part of the Bookish community over Instagram now for quite a while and I've been wanting to start a YouTube channel for ages. So I thought I need to bite the bullet and stop overthinking it and just get it done. So here we are and yeah, I hope it goes really well. I love reading, I love books, I love talking about books, but I am really nervous, so I apologise in advance and please bear with me if I stumble or if I ramble for too long or, I talk too fast. I'm trying really hard to slow myself down so that you can understand what I'm saying. So I thought for the first video I could do the BookTube Newbie Tag, which is basically just me answering a few questions so that you can get to know me a wee bit better. And yeah, I've got my laptop down there, so if you see me looking down there, I'm looking at the questions, just so you know that's what I'm looking at. So yeah, let's go. So the first question is, why did you start this channel? Well, like I said, I've been wanting to start a channel for a while and I just decided now is the time, let's do it. I've wanted a creative outlet where I can talk about books, all the ones I've been reading and all the ones that I'm really excited to read. Like I said, I've been on Bookstagram now for quite a while. It's such a lovely community over there. I've met loads of lovely people. I've had some incredible opportunities over there as well. But I just feel that it's very short form over there. And there's photos, there's reviews, there's short reels, but there's not really a way for you to talk properly about your thoughts and really go into depth on what you're feeling or talk about certain things. So I really wanted to do that over here on this channel. Also don't really have any readers in my life around me, so I thought YouTube would be a great place to connect with other people who love books as much as I do. And honestly, I think it would be really nice to look back at this in the future, look back on my reading journey and see what I liked, what surprised me, and what stories that I really connected with and how it made me feel. So yeah, that's why I started the channel. So the next question is, what unique things can you bring to BookTube? Well, I'm not entirely sure yet, to be honest, and I think that's something that I'll discover as I go along on the journey. I think one thing that makes my channel a little bit different is that I'm Scottish. I haven't come across any other Scottish booktubers yet. I'm not saying that there aren't any, but I've not crossed paths with any yet. So if you are one or if you know one, I'd absolutely love to connect. So please do tag or comment and let me know. I would love to connect with you. Also, I'd love to read and talk more about Scottish authors and books set in Scotland. That's something I'd really like to explore more on this channel as well, I think. And away from that, I don't read the trending books all the time. Yeah, I definitely do read hyped books, but I just don't read them all the time. I love to explore independent authors. I love to discover lesser known books and find hidden gems that don't always get talked about as much. And I think that's a good thing. I just love to explore other things that not many other people have explored yet. And I'd love to share that with everybody. So yeah. So the next question is, what are you most excited for? Well, I think I'm most excited to, just build a community over here on YouTube. I love talking about books, I love hearing other people's opinions, I love getting recommendations, giving recommendations of my own. I'm just really looking forward to connecting with other readers and sharing my journey with people who really understand what it's like to get lost in a book and how transformative books can be in your life. I'm really looking forward to finding my people and just connecting with other readers. The next question is, why do you love reading? Well, it's always been a form of escapism for me, as I think it is for many people. Life can be so stressful, and with the current state of the world, oh my gosh, the current state of the world is so overwhelming. And I just think books have given me somewhere to switch off, somewhere to relax, and to just disappear away from this world for a while, you know, and just forget about everything that's happening. I also struggle quite a lot with my mental health, and reading has always been something I can turn to when I need comfort or if I just simply need a break. Books to me are a sanctuary, and I just honestly couldn't imagine my life without them. So the next question is, what book or series got you into reading? Well, I actually have a few answers for this one. When I was really young, at primary school, I absolutely loved the Biff, Chip and Kipper books. I think they were called the Magic Key books. If you're from the UK, then you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. They were illustrated kids' books that were given out to you in school, and I just always remember reading them and loving them. And then I also remember another book that I read over and over again called Monty the Dog Who Wears Glasses. I'm not sure who wrote it, but yeah, I remember reading that on repeat. And then as I got a little bit older, Harry Potter was absolutely huge. So I'm definitely showing my age here, but I actually remember when the Harry Potter books were released, and I used to go with my auntie and uncle and queue up at Waterstones at midnight for the newest book, because this was before the day of the internet where you could just pre-order or get it delivered to your house on the day it was published. You would really have to go to the shop and get your new book, and that was just something really exciting, and that's just always stuck with me, that memory, really. So the next question is, where do you read? Everywhere. I read at home, I read on holiday, I read when I'm a passenger in the car, I read on public transport, I read on the couch, I read in bed, I read in the bath, I read absolutely everywhere, and I take a book with me everywhere. So yeah, if I've got a book on me, I'm definitely going to be squeezing in a few pages, or maybe even a chapter. So the final question is, what genres do you like? I actually enjoy a lot of different genres, and I think the better question would probably be, what genres don't I like? And I think the answer to that would probably be science fiction. I mean, I don't dislike sci-fi, but it is definitely my least read genre. I just think, yeah, it doesn't appeal to me very much. Some of my favourites though are cosy fantasy and romance, but I also love horror, I love epic fantasy, I love memoirs. You know, I'll read absolutely anything. I'm happy to give anything a chance. So yeah, that's it for the BookTube Newbie Tag. That's all the questions it is. Thank you so much for watching and taking the time to get to know me a little bit better. If you're a fellow book lover, I'd love for you to introduce yourself in the comments and let me know some of your favourite books, some of your favourite genres. I'd also love to know what kind of content you'd love to see over here on the channel. I do have lots of ideas, including, you know, book reviews, unboxings, you know, maybe some reading vlogs, a few different things, but I'd love to know what you think. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. It would mean so much for your support as a brand new creator. Yeah, I would love to have you along on the journey. You can also find me on Instagram at the same handle, at Lauren Does Books, where, you know, I share lots of photography, special editions, whatnot, but I don't show my face and I don't speak. So if you want more of this, then you need to come over to YouTube, and I'd love to have you here. So yeah, thank you again for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!